Fashion, for this generation, is noticeably a form of self-expression, but it shouldn't solely reflect upon my morality. My image should be under my possession. Yet I tend to hear voices criticizing so brutally by one-sided fall conversation. Last time I checked, my values weren't up for sale, for you to pick up, choose, and claim. The thread in a fabric holds everything together, yet you choose to give it a trim. What is right for you might be wrong to another, so your form of fixing should not prevail. When I see the set of rules in front of me, I see a labyrinth of beliefs. Underneath the demure traditional cloth, I try to see. There is respect given, but little received. But it is frightening to disagree, so I hide in the shadows and whisper a plea. When I hear your voices within, I hear hushed judgments, saying to show more skin is to sin. At times you even see it as an embarrassment, but I am not a fabric that can be fixed with a safety pin. You don't know any of my achievements, so hush you will. I am aware of my safety and my responsibilities, for how I present myself might reflect upon my family. It almost seems like an unspoken contract, can't you see? Just to avoid some gossip from fallacy, they tend to favor the opinions of others and agree. Thus, we tend to be under custody. Hearing this awakens a new feeling, a wordless word, mixed with anxiety and a little anger. Not everything said is to be heard. A desire that still lingers, a solution that wants to be heard, fights to be unheard no longer. If fabrics were given life to, you can be cotton, and I can be leather. You think we are as different as night and day, and that you are better than the latter. So you keep picking on the frayed cloth that lays from the sufferings of the same anxiety left astray, knowing it would hurt and hoping for the wrong change. You are cotton, draping beautifully around the body, showing no signs of threat, but your soft texture can be misled to think good of the bad, for your words are not meant to mend, but to augment the problem instead. I am leather. I have to remain sturdy to face the storm, for I know all the consequences, yet I choose not to conform. Leather can also be soft but doesn't drape around. Unlike cotton, leather makes a statement. It's the 21st century where we are breaking norms. If fabrics were given life to, you can be cotton and I can be leather. Fashion is something versatile and so am I. It is something beyond aesthetic pleasure. It is something to represent who we are, something authentic. Leather doesn't turn a blind eye. In a world filled with fabrication, it is easy to get torn under the sewing machine. There is so much of pressure in one workstation. Clothing being labeled for their brands, and people for their clothing choices. But nobody mentions how wrong it is to make false accusations. In a world without fabrication, through fashion I can feel a touch of familiarity on my own skin, see the felicity of self-expression so real. Hear the crackling of flames begin, taste the burning flare that can heal, and feel a true sense of belonging. So swallow those thoughts in your throat, make it go away. Leave behind the pride under your coat, bury it deep to decay. Find a better route, and through this pathway, let's sew the cloth that was once frayed.